Joining me now is one of the newest members of the Edmonton Oilers, Zach Hyman. Zach, thanks for dropping in and doing this.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
Has that sunk in yet, the Oilers, Zach Hyman?
Well, I've been hearing it a lot today, so I think it has now.
I heard you say that there was mutual interest between you and the Oilers. Outside of money, which always helps, what was the lure of Edmonton for you?
Yeah, it was huge. I think that for me, from a hockey standpoint, from a hockey fit, from a place where I could see a potential to win a Stanley Cup, it was the place that I wanted to be. And then, I spoke to my wife, and we really wanted to go out and visit the city because I think for us, we have a young son, Theo. He's 8 months, and we wanted to make sure that it was a place that we'd feel comfortable having him grow up. And as soon as we visited, we fell in love with it, and it was fantastic. So we really were happy with our choice.
Nice. I think you've earned your role in the contracts that come with it. But do you feel like you kind of hit the lottery with the teammates, going from guys like Marner and Matthews to now McDavid and Draisaitl et al.?
Who? I don't know who those guys are. No, I'm just kidding. No, obviously, I've had the fortune of playing with those guys, and Austin and Mitch are great players, and I think JT and Willie as well. And to go from a situation like that to Edmonton with Connor and Leon and with Nuge and with the other great players that they have there, I think that it's going to be a seamless fit, and it was definitely one of the reasons that I chose Edmonton.
Yeah, those guys are all pretty good. Has Dave Tippett and Ken Holland, have they explained your role? I'm assuming that you jump on the left side with McDavid. Is that what you've been told? Is that what you're expecting?
Well, we'll see. I think I think that I definitely spoke to Tip and to Kenny a bunch before I signed, and kind of envisioning what my role would be like, and I think we were all on the same page. So I'm excited to get to camp and to see where everything shakes out. And obviously it's a long year. We're back to 82 games, which is great, and you end up playing with everybody at the end of the day. So I'm excited to get going.
Makes sense. And this might be a little inside hockey, but I love this ish. I think it's a skill to understand how to play with the highest level players, and moreover, even to think at that level. Is what you do thought out, or is it a natural product of what you do well?
I think it was like a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning of my career, but I think for me, what I've found is you really have to just play your game, and you don't change your game based on who you're playing with. You can adapt and learn tendencies and learn what certain players like. But for me, I found the most success in just going out and playing my game and thinking, where would whoever I'm playing with, where do they want the puck? How can I get them the puck in a certain area? Because I've obviously had the fortune of playing with really elite players who want the puck all the time. And sometimes you can, second guess yourself, but I think you have to be really confident in your abilities and just go out there and play.
I used to go to my old man's skate, and there were some former NHLers out there, including a guy named Norm Allman, who was a Hall of Famer. And my dad finally turned to me and just goes, "Give Norm the puck. Get to a good spot and look don't play with, give it up quick." When you play with those levels, is there part of you that says, okay, these guys are so good with the puck, I'm going to give it up and then be there for them? Is that part of the mindset?
Yeah, no, I think that a lot of those players demand the puck almost. They go to areas where you almost have to give it to them. And I think that's, great players. They want the puck at all times, and they'll put themselves in position to get it. And then a lot of the times, for me, it's, play away from the puck. How are you getting to certain areas, or how are you getting to areas where you can, create second scoring opportunities for those guys, or go to the net and get a scoring chance yourself, or go in the corner and try to strip somebody and win a puck battle and get the puck back. So how can you get the puck in those guys' hands as much as possible?
I'm not going to lie, I scored a bunch of goals in that skate by just leaving my stick on the ice. I didn't move it.
Smart man.
Yeah, it was like a fire hydrant out in front. Hey, both the Leafs and Oilers have this crazy talent, but it comes with expectations, and nearly immediately. You've been around the league now for a while. Do you think it's fair, the expectations that are put on teams like the Oilers and the Leafs because of that crazy talent?
Yeah, I think it's twofold. I think it's because of the talent, but I also think it's because of the fan bases, and you want to be in a market that has passionate fans and that have people who care. And I think that in Toronto and in Edmonton, in the Canadian market, you have fans who love hockey and who just watch hockey all day, play hockey, and live for it. So you pair that with elite talent, and those create high expectations. And I think that they're definitely warranted. I think that both teams want to win a Stanley Cup, and both teams think that they're in a position to do so. So it's going to makes for exciting hockey, and it makes for an exciting year.
Are you glad it's no longer the North?
No, I like the North. I love playing in Canada. I love playing against Canadian teams, and it was a very unique experience. So if we had to do it all over again and play in the North, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I'm also happy to be back in our division and traveling to the States. And obviously, it's going to be a newer division for me. See those California teams more often. So that'll be fun.
I know you're not looking back, but I also know you got some friends on that Leafs team. Do you feel like as you're leaving that they're close to getting over that hump?
No, I think they got great players there, obviously, and players who I grew up in the league with, and who I obviously have formed strong friendships with them. So they're in a different conference, so I'm happy to cheer those guys on. And I only get to see them twice a year, so maybe we'll meet in the finals.
Awesome. Hey, before I let you go, I know you have an esports team, 11 Gaming, and I just wanted to know if you might be looking for, I don't know, like a 45-year-old who just posted a Fortnite dub on his IG stories last week with a whole 6 eliminations, Zach?
That's pretty elite, if I don't say so myself. So maybe could this person be Tim?
Yeah, I mean, he might be a bald dude with glasses that works on Sportsnet, yes. But tell me a little bit about the game. Like, how did you get into that?
Yeah, no, it's a little bit longer story, but I got into it in part. I got a younger brother who's like 18 now, and when I started it, he was 14, and the way he watched and consumed media was through Netflix, Twitch, and YouTube. So I wanted to go out and build a business around that, and gaming was one of the main ways that he watched it. So it's just a new form of consuming media, and I thought it was a cool new industry. And obviously I love gaming growing up. I'm very passionate about it.
So what's your game? Like, if you have time, what's your game?
Well, I've been on the shelf for a while because I said earlier I got an 8-month-old baby, so that the gaming consoles have gone a little dusty. But before he was born, I was all into Call of Duty Warzone. That was my game. But I feel like an old man now. I haven't played in like 8 months. It's
so funny because I wrote down a couple questions. My next one was, as a proud papa of 2 myself, how the hell do you find time to write children's books, game, do all these things? Homie, welcome to your Carlsberg years, because once you have the kids, that stuff, golf is like a mystery to me these days. Like, all that stuff goes out the window.
It's so true. It's crazy. Like, it's a full-time job being a dad, right? And I'm lucky I got a great wife at home who takes care of him. But when I'm home, I want to spend time with him. So it's pretty special.
All right, we got to finish with how Theo's doing. How's he doing?
He's great. I went to Edmonton for the week, and he started to stand up. So I'm like, whoa, what is it? 5 days, and I missed a big milestone. But they're coming out in a little bit, so I'm excited for them to get out there.
Awesome. Thanks for this. Appreciate you dropping by. And as you know, you're welcome anytime, Zach.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.